You know, I stand here year after year, and it's a sad moment, and it's an angry moment. I know a lot of workers here, a lot of union leaders, a lot of workers stand alongside the families that have lost loved ones here today, and we get bloody angry, I also know that there's a lot of workers that would like to be here today, but because of the current system, they will be persecuted for being here today. My officials, as well as other construction officials all over this state, offshore, onshore, factories, warehouses, you name it, it's happening. It's real. Only last week, we had a worker that fell 7 metres from the roof of the new WA Museum. State government project, first tier builder. An accident that if the hierarchy of controls was used, he would be here today. Instead, he's in a hospital bed. Now, it's a big problem if we can't get it right, and we can't work with the authorities to get it right, that's happening on a first tier job. And we heard on the weekend of the tragic fatalities of the public and crane drivers in the United States. Also last week, my officials were obstructed and hindered in ensuring that a tower crane was erected safely on a job in town, a tower crane that was being erected before public protection was put in place. It's crazy. And I stand here year after year and I reflect with the families, some who you get to know, and I think, what are we doing? What are they people across the road doing? We've got to do more. We've got to do more, and we've got to all speak up. We've got to speak up for the families that are here. We've got to speak up for our own workmates. We all attend one too many funerals of work colleagues. We've seen the 2 young Irish lads. Yes, we've remembered them years gone by here. What's changed? Nothing. Those 2 workers' lives were worth $80,000 each. Pittance. The principal contractor was never held accountable. Absolute joke. We've got one of the worst builders in town where we had a foreign national, a German backpacker, killed. Still nothing's coming forward on that fatality. A tragic event where her 20 friends that were here on a working holiday visa went back to their country of origin, Germany, and vowed never to step foot on this land again. Who's been held to account? No one. The laws have to change. You kill a worker, you go to jail. Employers and directors, PCBUs, whoever is in charge of a workplace, have to be held to account. Fines aren't a deterrent. There's insurance to cover the fines. The only way to deter this is to ensure that directors and PCBUs, those that are in charge of the workplace, end up behind bars. And they get taken away from them what those families have had taken away from. It has to happen here, it has to happen across the country, and it has to happen now.